Hey guys, so I'm here today to talk about my life after college. So I graduated in the middle of pandemic, and I think that was on anyone's bucket list. It definitely wasn't mine. I was really depressed, and honestly I started to have anxiety after that, and it sucked. I literally did not know what I was doing. I was rejected from 2 jobs that I was like so confident that I was gonna get, and reality just kind of kept slapping me in the face. So it was kind of a really crappy year. It was like good and bad in its own ways. Like there were good things and there were bad things. I just kind of wanted to pop in here and talk about kind of like what my life is like after college and like after graduating in like a pandemic. I like miss a lot of my friends because we never got to say a goodbye because a lot of them just kind of dipped out thinking that the semester is going to pick up again later on, but it never did. So I never got to even say bye to any of my friends. It's rough, and I didn't know what I was doing for a little bit. I almost thought I was actually going to lose the part-time job I had, and then I got lucky enough to get promoted to a full-time role, and that was like already on edge because that wasn't even guaranteed. So that was rough. And then I basically decided in the midst of it all, and right really when I found out about the pandemic and we started doing classes online, that I wanted to start my own clothing line called FT The Label. I'm going to be launching it next month in March 2021. It'll be an interesting start just because there's so many things I'm learning and so many things I'm like, wow, I can only work with so much, but I hope everyone will love it. It's a really personal project for me and I'm learning so much about it. So that's kind of been like the one thing holding me through with everything going on. Like that's just kind of been like my rock and my baby through everything. So I really hope that you guys have a chance to check it out. I will leave the Instagram handle on the link below, or the summary bio. I am so bad with words now because I literally just stare at my computer all day, so I don't really like socialize with a lot of people. So I feel like I'm gonna walk out of this like whole thing and just be like, I don't really know how to converse with people again. Like it's just really weird. So it should be interesting. I'm basically jumping towards my dreams of being an entrepreneur and starting my own business. I'm working on that, and I'm also working on starting another business as well, which is kind of crazy, but I have a partner for the other business, which will make things a little bit easier. But in the meantime, I'm just really excited to keep things going and learn a lot of new things because I think this is just such a blessing in disguise. Like you wouldn't have this time to do anything like this, like in, you know, who knows when, because our lives would be hustling and bustling. We'd be traveling the world. We'd be doing all these crazy things right now. So I am in a way happy that this happened because I don't know when or if I would have ever jumped at this dream to make it come true and make it start. I am really glad I did that. That's kind of my life after college. Like love life, like that's not really a thing. I realize like I just am so happy being on my own, and I feel like your 20s are just kind of where you should really focus your energy on yourself. And it sounds really cliche, but like there's just so much to learn, like so much time to spend with your family, so much time to spend with friends, and just be free and travel the world and move places and do different things and meet all these new people, and it just seems so much more fun that way. But that's just like for me personally. I'm very independent. I don't really consider myself to be like a relationship person. So I've realized that recently, and I just want to throw all of my energy into my business and spending time with my friends and meeting people and just really making sure I have time for myself, just because I feel like ever since the pandemic started I've been working harder and a lot longer and just to really build everything up, and I haven't really been taking care of myself, and that's affected my mental health a lot. I've started to realize I have a lot of high functioning anxiety. I always have this, you know, kind of like unhealthy trend about things, and it's not like something I've like been diagnosed with or something that I've seen a therapist about, but I would say I'm relatively self-aware about these things, and it's just now that I realize it, it's just kind of like, how do I create a better balance for myself? So I've been practicing gratitude a lot since the year started, just to kind of like reflect, and it's kind of nice, you know, once you want to look back later on where you're like, oh, like, you know, like I remember what I did on like January 13th and like what I was grateful for, and you know, those things I accomplished that day. So I've been using the 5-minute journal. They're great. I would love to get another one, honestly, but I haven't even finished the first one yet. But yeah, that's like, I feel like that's kind of my life after college. Like things just definitely did not work out the way I wanted to in any sense. A pandemic definitely didn't help that at all. I think I'm doing pretty well in terms of like making it work. I'm trying to be more consistent with YouTube and my creative content, just because I realize that every time I'm making content or doing something, I just become so much happier, and I feel like I'm way more in my element when I'm doing this versus like when I'm sitting down and watching TV and, you know, kind of like not being productive. Also, it's just like I've also been trying to cut down on drinking just because it's not good for you, and it definitely, I've noticed like when I was drinking a lot heavier, I could tell my difference in like mood swings and how I treated myself and how I treated other people. It wasn't anything like profusely like bad, but like it was enough for me to notice, and I was like, I really just like being like on my own. And that's not to say like I'm giving up drinking or anything, but like I just, you know, I cut down a lot more. I definitely only drink in like social settings, and you know, significantly less, and I think that's been helping me a lot too, especially like with my anxiety about things as well, because before I would drink and then I'd get stressed and then I would drink more, and then it would just be kind of like this cycle, and now I'm just trying to like keep a balance and like, you know, maybe drink like something sparkling just so it like kind of stimulates my brain in some other way. So yeah, that's kind of been my life after college. I like, honestly, I sat down to film this video and lovely, my camera died, and I was like, wait, I literally have like no clue what I'm gonna talk about or like where this is gonna go, but I figured I feel like this was like a good way to kind of give you an insight of like where my headspace is at and like what I've been doing, kind of like what my goals are for just for the future, not even like for the year. I don't like to put yearly goals, if I'm being honest. I kind of like to put things long term and just know that I'm working towards things every day and setting goals for myself. But yeah, and like just like with everything that I've learned, I've kind of tried to pick up mentoring too, just because I love being able to support someone else in their career and, you know, offer the support that I didn't have when I was starting through everything, going through everything. Just being able to have that, be that resource for other people, and stuff like that is just like so helpful for me and for them, and it's really fulfilling. It kind of gives me an idea of like what I want to pursue later down the road in the future. But yeah, that's kind of like the update of like what my life is post-grad year 1. Also been surfing a lot. I keep saying like I'm gonna end this video and then I'm like, wait, there's more. I'm like all over the place. But yeah, I've picked up surfing, and that's been really fun and very, you know, nice for me, because I grew up being in the water all the time and like swimming and water polo, and now just being able to go back into the water and do surfing, which is something I've always wanted to do, has just been so nice for me and like really good for my mental health. I'll try to go like once a week, and it just helps me clear my brain so much and just makes me feel so much better going into the week. You know, you just burn a ton of calories throughout the day, and it's just awesome. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to pop in with last minute in terms of news. But yeah, that's kind of been my life after college. We're still in a pandemic. You know, it sucks for sure. I want to travel and I want to see my friends and hug them freely and do all these different things, but everyone has to be patient, unfortunately. You know, that's just kind of what it is. I hope everyone is still staying safe, and if you guys ever want to rant about anything and you're, you know, feel free to drop like a comment, and like I would love to chat with you. I love talking to people. Like that's kind of what's been keeping me sane. So, you know, if you like can relate to any of this, or if you have like thoughts or whatever it is, like feel free to drop it in the comments. I would love to connect more with you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and know that you're not alone per se. If, like if anything I said just remotely resonated to you, like I just hope that just helped a little bit to know that you're not alone in this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to follow my clothing line. I'll have it linked down below. It's called FT The Label, and feel free to subscribe. I would love to see more of you guys on my channel, and I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Bye!